Alright, so today we're going to learn how to use Utah Compose, how to sign in with your student's username and password, and how to find their assignments, submit them, revise them, and do extra lessons. Okay. So what you'll do is you just go to your internet browser, Google Chrome, Safari, Firefox, it doesn't matter. You go up to your browser and type in www.utahcompose.com. All right, and then you look around this page, and at the top you'll see user login. Click on it. And so every student has a different username, and they are a series of numbers. So I would advise that you either save the username and password to your computer when you sign in. It'll give you that option, or write them down somewhere where you will not lose it. Okay, so I'm just going to type in mine. I entered myself into the system as a student, so you're able to see what it looks like as a student. Okay. Okay. Perfect. So I signed in, and as you can see, it's just my homeroom class, except I am a student right now. Okay. And as you can see, I started an assignment to show my class how it works. Alright, so as you can see, it says essay incomplete. Alright, but let's start from the very beginning. So let's say you're like, okay, where do I go to find the lessons that are assigned to my student? So you'll just go to practice up the top, click it. And as you can see, I cannot select a different writing piece unless I discard the one that I have been working on. So you can only work on one at a time. That way it wants you to finish a writing piece before you start a new one. Okay, so I'm just going to discard it. Yes, I'm sure I want to discard it. Okay, so as you can see, these are all of the different assignments that I have assigned to the class. So as you can see, a day off please, it's an argumentative piece of writing. A field trip is a narrative piece, and a map is a narrative as well. So if I want to start writing, I've taught my students that always do pre-writing first. So I'll click pre-write, and it's asked if you already have an essay for this prompt, which you can revise, or are you sure you want to start a new essay for this prompt? And yes, I do, so I can show you how this works. So when you first select an assignment, it's going to ask you to, on the pre-write, to pick a graphic organizer. For narrative pieces, I have the burger chart, but if it's an opinion or an argumentative or persuasive essay, I have taught the class to use an argumentative writing map. Okay, so I'll click on it, click next. So as it's loading, what will happen is it'll take me to the next page where I can begin begin writing into the graphic organizer. Alright, now that it's loaded up, okay, so as you can see, what's your opinion? So this prompt, I have discussed with the students that you need to follow the prompt, make sure that you include everything that it asks you so that they are able to receive, a good score. So write a letter to your parent teacher explaining that you need a day off. Think of reasons why you might need a day off from school or from activities. Give examples to make your reasons clear. So I've taught them how to use this correctly. Please have your students only work with those two graphic organizers, the hamburger one and this one, for now. Okay, I will send notes home or put on their tracker when they can use different graphic organizers, but for now I want them just to help memorize these ones, because when it comes time for them to take the SAGE test, they're going to have to know how to do these on their own, draw them, and fill them in. And I feel that if they are picking a different graphic organizer every time, they're not going to be able to remember everything. Okay, so you fill in your graphic organizer, sounds great, and then let's say you want to start your writing, so you'll click next. All right, and it'll take you right below, and your student can start typing in all their stuff. Okay, they can always just revert back to this, look at it, see how it goes, make sure it's their outline is matching what's in their paper. Okay, I know it says there's a time limit right here. I will change that so that they can have as much time as they need. I asked that in the beginning. It might be helpful for you to help them, kind of get started with their ideas and stuff. But as we get further into this month, please have them do this on their own, because if they do it, they need to learn how to do it on their own, because when we take the test in February, the SAGE test, they're going to have to do this all on their own without any help at all. Okay, so when you're done writing, so I'll just type a couple things, just some gibberish so you can see what happens. Okay, I can either click save and quit so I can finish it later, or I can click submit. I'm just going to click submit. Okay. And it says too few words in this essay. Okay, so obviously I need to add more. So I'm just going to say save and quit for now. Okay, and look, it says right there, essay incomplete. But as I said before, if you're like, okay, I want to do a different assignment, it won't let you. You have to either continue or discard it. If you discard it, then you can pick a different assignment. All right. But after your paper is graded, it will, after you submit it, it'll tell you what spelling errors. The computer will grade to tell you how it sounds, if it's the grammar is correct, sentence structure is correct, word usage is great, and it'll give you a score. Okay, and then in each category, there's a few categories that it will grade you on, and in each category, it'll tell you what you did good and what you could do better. And then if it says you need some improvement, it'll usually have like a link to a lesson on Utah Compose. Like maybe you didn't do as many commas as you needed to in your paper. It'll have a link for you to do a comma lesson. Okay, so the whole purpose of this entire website is to help your student practice for the SAGE test and for them to become familiar with what is going to happen. Okay, so let's say one day you just want your student to work on lessons. That's fine. You just click up here, that tab that says lessons. There's a whole bunch of stuff: organization, word choice, sentence structure, conventions, grammar exercises, passage exercises. Okay, and as you can see, there's also levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced. Okay, obviously for now we want to stick to the beginner because it's third grade. All right, but you just click on them and your student can start practicing away. Okay. The first time you sign into this website, what's going to happen is it's going to have you change your password. Okay. So you'll sign in. It'll ask you to change your password. Please pick a password that is easy to remember for your student and for yourself. Okay. Lunch number, third grade, something that you're going to remember. Okay. And if you do lose your username and password, no worries. You can contact me via email. Okay. And I can pull it up under my teacher account, and I can send you an email telling you what their password is. Okay, so I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you, and if you have any questions, please contact me. Thanks.